Tampons. They're so adorable, aren't they? They come in these cute little candy-like wrappers and all these pretty colors, and then the actual tampon itself is all soft to touch, like a mini finger-sized puppy. So why is it that these little harmless things scare us half to death? Here's 5 tampon myths that you need to stop believing. Myth 1, you can't use a tampon if you're a virgin. It's true that you can't use a tampon if you're a virgin. A male virgin, but if you've got a vagina, then all tampons are fair game. It's not like you need to put a penis inside your vagina to stretch it out in order to fit a tampon in. A tampon will fit regardless. And don't worry, inserting a tampon doesn't mean you're losing your virginity, which seems to be another rumor going around. And also, breaking your hymen isn't the definition of losing your virginity. If that's the case, I lost my virginity falling onto the kitchen counter after climbing it to reach for a Pop-Tart. Yes, I still ate the Pop-Tart. Myth 2, you can't wear tampons overnight. A lot of women believe that because of the risk of toxic shock syndrome, or TSS, it's not safe to wear tampons while you're sleeping. That's just not true. It is recommended to change a tampon every 4 to 8 hours, or as I put it, 5 episodes of Gossip Girl. But that means you have up to 8 hours to wear a tampon, so set your alarm and get 7 hours and 50 minutes of sleep. Honestly, if your flow is heavier, you may be better off with a pad anyway to keep your sheets clean, especially since a pad is like a little pillow for your vag. Sweet dreams, vag. Myth 3, you can feel tampons once they're in. Sort of like that breakfast burrito you ate that you could feel inside your stomach for days, you may also think you'll be able to feel a tampon the entire time it's inside you. But this is only true if the tampon is inserted improperly. Maybe you didn't push it in enough, which is most commonly the case. If that happens, the tampon sort of becomes like a 4-year-old on a long car trip. It just shouts, "Are we there yet?" to your vagina until you've actually gotten it to where it needs to go. Annoying, yes, but painful, nope. If the tampon is just the right size and put in the right way, you won't feel a thing. Myth 4, you're at high risk for toxic shock syndrome. Let me tell you about TSS. It's a real type of infection. It causes fever, vomiting, and sometimes even death. However, this is super rare. Last year, only 100 people in the entire United States had TSS, and not all cases were fatal. To put that into perspective, you're 1,000 times more likely to get struck by lightning than you are getting TSS. As long as you're changing your tampon per the directions on the box, you are 100% safe. If you're at all worried, then choose a tampon that will always be 1 level less strong than your flow. That way, you'll never experience vaginal dryness, and you'll need to change out your tampon sooner than later. Boom! Outsmarted you, vagina! Never thought the day would come. Myth 5, tampons can be pushed too far in. If I told you that you could get a tampon stuck up your nose, what would you say? That Demi Lovato did it? What? As hilarious as that was, it's still proving my point. You can stick tampons up there, but they can never get stuck up there. Why? Because they're too big to get past your nose canals. Your cervix, which is at the opening at the end of your vagina, is much too small to allow a tampon to pass through it. So your tampon's not going anywhere no matter how hard you push. Which shouldn't be that hard, honestly, because the tampon is only so long before it's inside you. Either way, you're never gonna push a tampon so far up your vagina that it comes out of your mouth. And also, ew. You now know 5 reasons why tampons can go back to being the adorable, fluffy little creatures that you love. Ugh, if only they made tampon stuffed animals. Seriously, I'd buy one. If you thought these tampon myths were fun to bust, click the video on your left to learn all the lies people are telling you about your period. And if you can't even put a tampon in because your period is late, click the video on your right to find out 8 reasons why that could be. Do you wear tampons, or are you too afraid to start? Let's have a chat about it in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to keep busting myths that get in the way of a good time. I'm Cheyenne, and you're on Gurl.com.